Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome to part 3 and hopefully the last part of the tutorial. I can't actually remember what we got after this bit. I completely forgot because it's been so long. I remember the first one but I can't remember what comes next. So yeah, part 3, let's get those buttons hit and mashed. I mentioned at the end of the last episode that I'm feeling generous and I'm going to give do 3 giveaways if we reach 500 by the end of the month. So tell as many people as you can to subscribe to the channel, and even if they're not interested in the giveaway, they can give their prize to you if they win. So just tell them, hit that subscribe button. Let's do it this month. Come on, let's do it. Right, let's carry on. To this section, company management. There we go, company management. Perfect.
You didn't think that was it, did you? There's
No, I
more than
didn't.
one locomotive in the world, and you are destined to own them all. Well,
Thanks.
only if you can afford them, that is. Ignore me. Let's go to the service centre.
Okay, right, so we need to request access first. 1 and 1. There we go, we've got a green light, we can proceed through. And then we need to go to map, make sure that we highlight the service centre. That'll be embarrassing if we don't and we end up going the wrong way. And let's put a bit of throttle on, get some speed up. Not too much. Only 540 meters to go. Got my fingers over the Q button because obviously if we want to press this, it's quite fiddly. If we're looking here and then it suddenly turns red like it did now, we've got to try and get down here and click it. I mean, we could sit here looking at this, but then that would be a bit of a boring view to be at. The switch needs to kind of be here. That would be a little bit better. Yeah, on here somewhere. Or right in front of the screen. That would be good. Let's hit that horn. I like this horn. Yeah, I love that horn. Like when you stood still and the train goes past and they do the horn. Right, we need to get some brakes on, otherwise we're going to be ramming into the building, causing some damage to our train, to the structure, and maybe even ourselves. There we go. Let's get the brakes all the way on. Oh, I've only just noticed that the brake dial here goes up and down as well. That's cool. I didn't actually realise that. Does the throttle do it as well? Oh, the throttle's that gauge there in the middle. Excellent, okay. Right, let's get inside, see what we've got to do. Oh, buy a locomotive. Let's buy this one here. Buy.
You're not alone with your company, unless you want to be. For now, though, let's hire a helper to perform a delivery for us while we perform our own. Your employee list gives you a quick overview of where they are and what they're doing. If there's an empty slot, you can click on it to open the hiring window. Hire any driver that suits you.
Here's another thing, doesn't tell you. It says open the tablet or the company tab. Where is the company tab? Well, guess what? You have to leave here and go into the game to then open a tablet. Why can't it just tell you that? Or why can't it have those options here? It doesn't make sense, okay? But before I do leave, I want to manage locomotives and I want to select this one as my one and the worker can have this old one. We'll have the newer one here. Select the game. And then we can then hit tab to open this up. we need to go to company, employee list, empty slots. It doesn't tell you any of this. You know, you can probably work it out for yourself, but you know, it took me a little while to work it out. So I'm sure there's someone else out there, hopefully, that is having the same problems with me that I can help. Right, so the way it works, we've got all of these employees here. I'm guessing that these numbers, these numbers on these numbers here is telling us what level they are. I can only have a guess at that. I'm not too sure. But what I'm looking at is I'm looking at these numbers here. Not, you know, he's the best one and he's the worst one. I mean, we've got a level 5 there. I'm presuming that these are level 5s. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 0. Ah, right. So they're either levels, or if they are levels, then maybe at level 1 you can have a point in. Level 5 you've got 5 points in. So that looks how it is. So we want to go for one of these 2 level 5s, I'm guessing. We have a look here. Maximum task distance, energy, event handling speed, wagon limit, and maximum intermediate points. So these 2 here are quite good ones to have. This guy here has got an extra point in maximum task distance as well, which would be handy. Event handling, so we're not bothered about energy, but he's got everything else. So I'm actually going to go for this guy here, Alfie Douglas. Alfie Douglas, 10,000 sign-on fee. Thank you very much. Or hiring fee. Bosh.
You'll have to supply your employees with equipment, as well as money for fuel and service. Assign a locomotive to your new driver.
Right, so the new driver is an employee list, but if you click on it, it's still showing this. So what you have to do is have to kind of go out and then go back in again. And there he is. Obviously, if we clicked on this, we could hire another person, but we want to click on this one. And then we need to assign a locomotive to the driver. So to do that, you need to click on change locomotive. And then click on not equipped. So we need to equip a locomotive. These are the parts of the locomotive that we can upgrade, swap around if it's available to do, but we don't need to do that. We need to click on this one, and then we've got all of the locomotives in here. We've only got the 2. That one is the one I've just equipped for myself. So you, sir, are having this one.
Now we can click on the driver to view their details or set up a task. We're going to do the latter.
Okay, we need to click on accept the configuration first. And then we're going to do create task.
On the task creation map, you can see the stations that you have unlocked, which is done by visiting the stations yourself at least once. Clicking on stations will add or remove them from the route. Set up a route now between the coal mine and the power plant.
Right, so what we need to do is we need to click on this here. It doesn't tell you this because at the moment it says Seandor South and North, but we don't want that because it's on passengers. This is another little thing. I mean, there's a few little things in here that need ironing out, I think. But once you know it, it's not a problem. I know it, it's not a problem, but if you don't know it, it's telling me to create a route, but there's no route there to create. We need to change this from passenger to cargo. Then we need, at the moment, there's no crude oil. We need to change this to coal. Now it's showing us the coal mine and the power plant. So we need to click on here first, and that's where we're going to pick up from, and we're going to be dropping it off here.
There are other options you can choose in the future, such as having the employee continue doing the task even after the first delivery is complete. For now, let's confirm the task and get to the world map.
So yeah, we can increase the number of wagons, wait until it's fully loaded, wait until it's fully delivered, repeat the task, so he does it over and over and over. But we're just going to leave that all for now because this is part of the tutorial, so that's fine. Let's confirm task.
Reserved contracts are an important part of strategically planning your routes. Cargo contracts that are reserved will not expire as they normally would, allowing you to reserve the best contracts for your needs.
So we need to go to world map. We need to open the coal mine panel by right clicking it. Again, doesn't tell you this. Oh, actually it does when you hover over. It just says navigate. You don't actually see it until you hover over. It says right click, open station panel. And then we need to click on this contract, and now our option is reserve. So we want to reserve this for us. Done.
Let's drive to the coal mine and pick up the contract we reserved. Don't forget to ask for station access. And as you drive, so do your employees. Feel free to check on their progress in the company summary tab of your tablet. When your employees complete a task, an update will appear on the HUD, telling you how much money and experience they earned from their task.
Cool. So, company summary. Oh, it's not showing anything right now. Right, we need to go back to world. We need to drive to the coal mine. So we need to set a route here. So we've got it obviously as a job to pick up, but we need to actually navigate there by left clicking. And then we can exit out of here. Oh. Am I facing? I am facing that way. Well, I should be able to go to the other side of the cab. Yes, I can. Fantastic. Right. Brake off. Throttle. Forward. I'm just going to use the hotkeys, it's a little bit easier rather than trying to click and drag. I'd love to have a train sim control unit, you know, like a steering wheel or flight control, but obviously for trains. I'd love to have one of them. I have to keep my eyes open. If anyone's got one and you've got any recommendations, please do let me know in the comments below. Air conditioning. Let's you can enable air conditioning feature. What's that say? You can enable air conditioning feature in game settings. Okay. Keeping an eye on the speed, keeping an eye on our switches. Got a flashing light here. So 120 down to 100. Let's get some speed on, because we can go 120 right now. Oh no. The next is a 50, not 120. Not 100. Lied to me. That sign said 120 and then the next one was 100, but it's not here, it's saying it's 50. That was wrong, that sign. For sure. Oh, for sure. We won't go bombing along then at 100, as I was planning on doing then. Oh, right there. That number's going up and up and up. Bit back to front this. Yeah, that's a little bit of that must be a bug of some sort. I'm not too sure. Right, let's get some speed going then. Clearly that is not correct. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry train. Sorry passengers. Oh, we haven't got passengers, have we? nothing on here right now. Yeah, the numbers download to the next signal is completely wrong. It's like looking behind me. I wonder if that's because I didn't flip the train around. I don't know. It's wrong whichever way you look at it. Right, let's contact the coal mine. Number 1. Request access. Perfect. And we need to pick up the track where we want. Get a bit of throttle back on again. It's kind of confusing me with what the speed limits are because it's telling me 70, but the distance is increasing. So we've got 60 going down to 110. Yeah, that is proper messed up. I think it's because my train is according to that back to front, but that shouldn't make any difference really, should it? That's a bit daft.
Navigate to the track and pick up the wagons.
That's where I'm going. Speed limit we're in is a 60 and it's going to be a 50, so we might as well keep the speed around where we are. I'm just using what's in the speedometer. I'm pointing with my fingers like you can see my fingers. Derp. I'm looking at my speedo. It's telling me I'm doing 49, I'm in a 50. That's all good. Need to change to the right hand side here. Throttle can come off. Put a little dab of brake on because we are pretty close. Oh, emergency brake on first, and then couple. Right, we need to put on tracks. We've got 3 here, we need to couple, and then we can finish.
It's time to put everything you've learned to the test. Deliver these wagons to the steel mill.
Okay, right. We want to go to map, to the steel mill, all the way up here. Go back to map. We can then press our period key. We don't want pickup truck, we want drop off. It's not going to do that until we get closer to talk to them. That's fine. And I don't know, which way are we facing here? Yeah, we're facing that way. We want to flip the train around. Now, 2 options we've got here. We can reverse all the way there. Not a great idea. We can come into the service station and turn the train around. Alternatively, we can hold shift down and go to reverse train direction. It'll cost us money, but let's just do that. And it hasn't done what I wanted it to do. Right there. It hasn't done what I wanted to do. I think what I need to do... I'm confused now. Shift front back cabin. And then shift and reverse train. I've probably just wasted all of that. There we go. What it was is because I was on the wrong side of the train when I flipped it around, so it just flipped the train around where I was rather than the whole lot. Oh well, I wasted 160. It's a learning curve, isn't it? Let's go. Map is set. Yes, because I switched the cab direction, didn't I? Coming here, so it put the train back to front, so it obviously got confused. Certainly confused me. Right, we're in a 50, we're coming up to 100, so we can carry on with our throttle. That's a brake, we want our throttle to go up, because we are coming up. So we're going into 100, but then after that it's going to be a 70, so there's not too much point going over 70 because it's right here. It's kind of a pointless segment of having 100 when we're now in a 70 to go around this corner. It could have just left it at 50 or increased it to 70 rather than to 100 and then back down. These things like that, it doesn't make any logic to me. Maybe there's a reason behind these things that an expert will know, but I just don't. It's like it's got 110, but then in 500 it's going to go down to 90. We're not going to get up to 110 before we then have to drop back down. Yeah, we probably won't even get to 90, will we? Maybe, if I had started it a bit earlier. But there's no point, because then I'm going to have to put my brakes on again. And then, right, that's a bit of a distance away, so that's fine. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, for those of you that are train experts, what was the purpose of having such a short distance, going up, you know, a big chunk of speed, 30 kilometers for such a short period of time, or short distance, and that one there, you just can't get up to the speed in time. I don't know the reasonings behind it. Maybe there is a logical reason that I just don't know. Right, I'm going to slowly start slowing down to 70. Looks like we've got a bit of an incline coming up. Yes, we have. Got our green flashing lights there for the 70. Let's just slow down a touch more. There we go. And we've got a downhill coming up. The speed is going to be going from 100. And then we've got a 60 coming up. Steel mill, are you in range? Yes, you are. Number 1. Request access. Thank you very much. And then we can set our routes to the drop-off track, because we are carrying stuff, aren't we? Yes, I thought so. Just had a bit of a brain fart then, what I was actually doing. Couple of 100 meters until it drops down to 60, but we're currently just pretty much doing that, so that's fine. It's going to be close to half an hour as well, so that's three parts for this episode 1 of our tutorial. I'm not even going to call it episode 1 actually. I'm going to call all 3 of them, because I haven't uploaded any yet. I've just basically been recorded them back to back. But we'll call these 3, they're going to be tutorial part 1, 2 and 3, and then episode 1 will be when we actually start playing the game for real.
Remember when I said that as you drive, so do your employees? Well, you'll have to drive above a certain speed, depending on your chosen difficulty. Feel free to turn that off though, if it doesn't suit your playstyle. No judgments here.
Yeah, we have got that turned off. because it doesn't make any logic to me if I'm sitting still, not moving, that my employees stop as well. Definitely doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I've got that turned off. So essentially, when we're sat still, when we're in the menu and all that sort of stuff, the our employees will continue working and earning us money. Right, we can see our drop off ahead. Little orange symbol or icon. Arrows pointing down for drop off. Arrow pointing up on the left hand side for pick up. Wonderful. Right, let's come to a halt. Emergency brake can go on, and we can press F. Right, we need to decouple, confirm delivery, and then finish.
Both you and your employee did great work with your deliveries. Oh, it's been great to see you in action, engineer. Good luck with your company. But I have a feeling you won't need it.
Why, thank you. Right, a bit of extra money, some experience, no leveling up bits and pieces gone on there. Let's close all. Contract complete, you gain 210 experience points, blah 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 blah. And open world map. Open the employee list. And open the driver detail screen. That's it. The tutorial is over. Now you are ready to start your company in the real world. Good luck. Cool. So yeah, a bunch of XP there. So he's going to be level 6 soon. That's kind of cool. Excellent. Well, that is perfect timing. It's almost 30 minutes, 27 minutes 48, and that just took us 26 minutes, so didn't waste too much time waffling on like I sometimes do. Brilliant. Oh, go to career.
Congratulations, engineer. You've completed your engineer's exam with flying colours, and you're now ready to take the rails of Europe without me watching over your shoulder. While the vast network of rails ahead may seem daunting, consider that the reprimand for driving slowly is less severe than the one for hitting other vehicles or breaking any laws. When in doubt, relax and take your time. But
No
you
problem.
don't have to undertake such a large task alone. There are others like you, all looking to make a dent in the market and transport what they can. As your company and experience grows, you'll be able to hire some of them to work for you. Just like during your exam, the cities across Europe are constantly in need of all kinds of resources and goods. And more than that, there are thousands of people and parcels awaiting transportation between cities. If you and your employees help out enough, I've heard that cities give the more accommodating companies preferential treatment. Consider that a tip from a friend. But don't go repeating it, all right? I've seen a lot of students over the years, but I've got to admit that you're graduating at an exciting time. Take chances, strategize your deliveries, and grow your empire into one of Europe's greatest railway transportation companies.
Oh, I will. And there we go. We are currently at London warehouse now. Here's our company. Right, we've got no employees now, so we are literally starting the career now. Have we got, what have we got? What have we got? Got no experience, so we're on 0 experience. We've done absolutely nothing. We've got nothing. We just got our 200,000 euros that I set for the start of that. Well, fantastic. Tutorial is finished. We are now starting the career. So it'll be a couple of days before the episode for career comes up, because these have been back to back for 3 days, and what I want to do is I want to get an episode of Starfield and Last Epoch on the channel before we get another episode of this back up. But I've been loving this. This is great. Glad that I'm back into this again, and I hope that you're enjoying it too. If you are, you know what to do. Hit those buttons, hit the subscribe. We are nearly at 500 subscribers. The reward now has got up to 3 people that are going to get a gift card, but if you're not in it, you can't win it. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.